Okay, now that I have my audio working, I recorded about 3 minutes of this and realized I didn't have my mic set up, so I'll try my best to restart. This is a very serious vlog for me, and I just want to explain what I've been through and some of the things that have helped me, and that I don't want anybody else feeling this low. Last weekend, I overdosed because someone I love told me that I gave up and that it was my fault. And it wasn't true. So I found myself in a very dark hole, not wanting to live anymore. I barely remember the events of that night, but authorities and the hospital did take care of me. I just want to get over what I'm feeling now, I guess. This is gonna be all over the place. Forgive me. I didn't have an exact bullet line of what I needed to say, and I guess I should have started with that, but how I've always lived myself is in the moment and kind of just pushing through. I lived a past that I am not proud of. And I moved here alone by myself. Before I met him, I was thinking to get away from everything, to never fall in love again, never let myself feel the warmth of somebody else because I knew it was going to go away. Because I always felt like every time I got something good, it disappeared. And not exactly because it would just leave, but because I never faced the demons that I had within myself and in my past. Last night and yesterday, I talked to this person because we've been trying to figure out what to do. And I've never been so sure in my life, about something so serious. But we both have had different views and ideas. I mean, we shared the same wants in our future between the both of us, but today, as we've talked, we've discovered we need to heal before we can continue. And I was worried for hours yesterday what that was meaning, because he would go back and forth between wanting to either just drop our connection and what we have, or restart and try again, or continue forth. And it hurt me because I know exactly what I want, and it felt like he couldn't decide if he felt the same. And my patience is so strong. I consider it a blessing and a curse. So I waited. And I'm glad I did. Because we've decided to give ourselves some space to heal and to restart and try again as new people. And I'm for sure not going to be the same person I was yesterday or the day before. Today, I've looked inward on myself, and I've told myself I'm going to be stronger than I ever thought I could ever be. I never thought I would get this strong to where I would be okay walking this world alone, knowing my worth in myself. And I trust God, and I want everybody else to as well, because in this world, especially nowadays, none of these material things are worth anything. A success doesn't mean anything. But living a life and loving those around you in the moment, instead of just surviving and looking forward to success, That means the world, because we don't know how long we have on this earth. We don't know if tomorrow is promised. We don't know if World War III is gonna start. Excuse me. But again, I still don't quite know what I'm trying to say. But I found this artist, if you will, called Hotel Books. And I will quote a couple songs that he's written, a couple pieces he's written, and hope you guys can see and understand how he helped me get through what I've been through. Everyone has a story, and I want to explain where his name came from. He explained it in one of his songs that he saw a therapist at one point, and the therapist had told him to view his house, or his mindset, his heart, his body as a hotel. And that we ourselves allow certain people in and out, and we're in control of that, checking them in and out. And some people are there to stay because they care and they love you. And some people show up, they trash your whole hotel, and walk away for you to clean up the mess. And that hit really hard, and I'm gonna start doing that for myself, because I've let a lot of people in, and I've let a lot of people walk over me and take advantage of me over time. Because I'll admit this, when I was 19, and I witnessed something that really had a trigger on me. I didn't value myself anymore after what I did when I was 17. I completely lost all value in myself. I didn't care what happened to me or my body. I was just a toy for others to play with at that point. And I was taken advantage of. And I'm so sorry to my past self that happened. But I'm gonna be more careful in today's time for those people who want to enter my life. Like, I now have control, and I will kick anyone out who doesn't have me in their best interest or doesn't care. But there was, oh god, I don't know what I did. There's this song that he wrote called A Reflection. It came out in 2019, and this was the last song that I kind of listened to, and after many others, but I want to quote this one. And it's not going to be as beautiful he's sang it, just put it out, and he's inspiring me to write my own words, because I feel like I have a lot to offer the world. And even if I am to live completely miserably in my own head, live alone, I want to be a light for those that feel lost. I feel like that is my calling. And I felt like that's been my calling since I was a little girl, and it was, in a way, at the time, I would look at guys and I would want to fix them, and I want to help them and mend them, and I was doing it all wrong. But here's the last song that I listened to that really helped me get through, and it's called A Reflection by Hotel Books. It's really just a poem, and I thank you for this, whatever your name is, Hotel Books, because you are changing my life, and you are giving me a different view, and I hope that your words can reach millions of others, if not everyone in the whole world. So here's your reflection. Waiting for retirement is like a destination without a journey, and it's impossible to enjoy what wasn't worked for at least me. But what do I know? I haven't been alive very long, and I missed the point all along, not to accomplish, but to live, to love, and to enjoy. because we cannot function without the distraction of survival. So it becomes a self-centered and goal-oriented, regimented. Lies become biased, regenerated lessons to not realize sometimes boredom is a privilege. It means you'll put your guard down, but it makes it easy to lose yourself. It's easy, if it's easy, I'm butchering this. If it's that easy to lose who you are, you might not be anyone at all. So allow yourself to feel loved, hope, enjoy, exist, fail, and attempt, because you're worth that. I promise. And wallow in what is not will not change what is. I don't need depression, but I can live with it. But let me have my sadness. It's a bigger part, because it's part of a bigger picture. Let me have my joy, my confusion, my compassion, because I'd rather feel complete than feel accomplished, because I want to feel like I'm living in the moment. So don't let the record of what you do be more important than what you do. Disconnect from the false narrative, the digital journeys filled with blind spots, and ask yourself, what do you desire? If it's control, maybe you miss the point, so let it be life. As much as possible, let yourself be loved, and then you can learn to love others. I want to open up about my failures, but I'm afraid of leaving any blood in the water, and love might leak back to removing myself from a gracious circle of friends. I want to call my friends more often, but I don't want to feel like a bother. And I want to stop changing the course of my heart every time it feels like I've hit a dead end. I reconnected with my faith in God when my convictions cut too close to the bone, and I've learned to let the narrative play out if you want to avoid the blowback. And don't believe in time just because it helps you not feel so alone. I felt the words that were illogical but popular, moments that were fabricated but offered more, and I left a lot of phone calls on empty, because I wouldn't pick up the phone. I want my life to be the worship that I thought it was before I began. I want to live the gospel that I believed it, but that was written by my own hands. I want to live the narrative of the truth to be more important than the narrative of success. But I've fallen so far, I don't know if I can find myself again. But I'm looking. And I added that last part because I am looking. And that's why I'm here. I just feel like I needed to get that out. I need to speak my feelings. And again, thank you Hotel Books and many others. And there's there's so many other songs that have helped me get through this, and I want to create, I want to change, I want to do something me. I want to be me for once. And what I have coming up in my life is I have college, finally, like something that I'm really looking forward to. And I do have this 9 to 5, well, not even 9 to 5, it's like 1 to 12 corporate job that I worked for that I've slaved over for 4 years. And in the 3 years that I worked, I never saw a dollar raise. And that's not my worth. And I want to do something for myself for a change. I want to break this cycle of who I am and who I've become. So I'm considering leaving all this behind. My apartment here is not going anywhere. I think I want to go back to my parents for a while to help them and to be with them and to really work on who I want to become. Like, there's some other doors that have opened that I want to try to walk through instead of continuing this day-to-day cycle that hasn't gotten me anywhere in years. So I just want to let everyone know that no matter how hard and how lost you might feel, you will always find another open door. You just have to look. You have to be willing to open your eyes and really look instead of look at the darkness that you're facing. Because in my 24 years, I've been close to hitting rock bottom before, and I've come close to committing suicide in the past, but I never actually followed through with it. And this weekend, I felt like I finally hit my rock bottom. And hitting rock bottom is an important part of your life. It's whenever you will bounce back and you will see a different view of life. And I will never fall back down that path. I wish you all well. And God bless. And I do hope that I do create more, because this is what I want to do. I want to be here for people. Take care of yourself.